I see something that is still occurring, and I'm kind of confused about it. Maybe you guys can help me understand a little bit. I want you to imagine you're going in for a minimum wage job. You know it's minimum wage. They're going to pay you the least amount they can legally by law. That's what they've agreed to pay you. Yet they want you to have a 4-year degree, and they want you to be able to be on call 24/7, and they want you to be able to take no vacation. You don't get any medical aid or medical insurance. You don't get any no benefits, no bonuses, nothing. All you get is minimum wage, but you have to have a ton of requirements to get it.
Okay, so let me stop it right there. So Joker says that he puts us in a scenario. Let's say that you apply for a minimum wage job. Okay? The job he is describing, guys, is the worst of the worst. Minimum wage, no benefits, no vacation. It's literally just minimum wage. Who's applying for those jobs, Joker? Number one. Number two, anyone who has the prerequisites that you're about to tell us, and yes, I have watched this before, anyone who has the prerequisites to get a better job is not going to apply for a minimum wage job. Just not going to do that. If you've got a business degree, if you've got a master's degree, if you have the requisite experience, why in the world would you willingly apply for a terrible job? So what? I understand Joker is trying to juxtapose this and compare this to hoes, right? Minimum wage job is akin to women who sleep around, okay? But believe it or not, women who sleep around are not completely useless. Just like that minimum wage job is not completely useless, okay? If you have the requirements that he is about to talk about, why on God's green earth would you willingly apply for the job? And again, he says, you know it's minimum wage. You know you're not going to get vacation. You know you're not going to get any benefits. Why in the world would a qualified candidate apply for a job that is not going to pay him or compensate him commensurate to his qualifications? That would be stupid. If you've got a PhD and you're working a minimum wage job, you can't complain that you have a minimum wage job. Because again, Joker told us, hey, you know it's minimum wage, you know it's a shitty job, but you apply anyway. Don't apply for terrible jobs. This was just like Gully Blanchard says, this is a bad comparison, a very bad comparison.
And then on top of that, you've got men's channels that are giving you advice on the best way to get that job. Now, if you were to ask yourself, well, that's kind of stupid. Why would I need a 4-year degree and jump through all these hoops just for a minimum wage job? And why would men's channels be advertising to help me do that? That's
okay. Again, this is where Joker is being disingenuous. And again, I'm not saying that he's doing this on purpose, but this is a bad example. This is a bad example. Okay? This is a very, very, very bad example. Let me rewind this a little bit because he said something very important here.
Why would I need a 4-year degree and jump through all these hoops just for a minimum wage job? And why would men's channels be advertising to help me do that? That's stupid. Why don't they tell us actually how to succeed in life or do something better? Now,
okay, this is exactly what we do. We don't tell men, here's how to get the minimum wage job. Okay? Like we don't like guys, we're not we're not teaching you how to settle with low quality women. And again, this is a very, very bad comparison. Again, you know it's minimum wage. You know it's minimum wage. But then he wants to talk about men's channels talking about how to get that minimum wage job. Let me ask you guys a question. Do you guys think that we give you guys advice with this comparison on how to get with and commit to low quality women? No. We teach you how to bang them. We teach you that they're recreational use only, right? We teach you that the only qualification you really need is game. But we're telling you guys, don't commit to the 304. It's a waste of time. What Joker is telling us based on his comparison, and I know that he doesn't mean this, but unfortunately this is how it comes across, is we are teaching men how to wife up low quality women. I'm sorry. That's not what we do here. We use low quality women for sex. We use low quality women to teach us the information that we need to know about the types of women that we will most likely encounter out in the dating world.